What's up, everyone? We got a little impromptu live here. My man Hayden posted on Twitter. He had a lot to say. He just wanted the mic. So we're going to give him the mic and let him say what he wants to say. What's going on tonight, man?
How we doing? Like to thank you for the platform.
Absolutely, man. Uh, I want to say, just as a fan, wrestling has given a lot to me. So I just want to give back to it.
hmm Well, you're catching on the wave. You're the smartest one in the room for inviting me on.
Yeah, I've seen you guys, obviously, with the Nightmare Factory at the Lucha Dome in Burlington. I guess it was
Yeah,
back in late July, I guess it was. And I knew of the Nightmare Factory, just, the name, but I didn't know what all it was. And
hmm
I was just like mind blown the whole time. I really was.
yeah. There's a lot of great talent coming out of there. Me being the best one of it, but there's a lot of good ones. TSF and Dean Alexander. There's a bunch of good people. Brooke Havoc being back, Trip Jordy,
I
but
seen that.
they're secondary compared to me. But it's still
Yeah.
enjoyable.
Yeah, and you and TSF, man, you guys were just like feeding off each other, and it was just like a whole vibe, and it was just like,
Yeah, I've known TSF was in the first camp with me. We came up together and many games playing Warzone and many bumps we've taken together that we have strategized. So that's though I'm not a part of TSF, but whenever they
right.
need me, they know they got me.
And if I remember correctly, I think Hunter maybe tripped over a chair walking back from intermission, and I think you handled quite a few of those chairs.
Yeah, I let them know what's up. I threw them against the wall. The
Yeah,
place was the place was disgusting. They had chairs laying everywhere. It looked like a hoarder lived there. Like no, I got rid of that. But I deserve better. I deserve better.
yeah, that reminds me of just the video I was watching with MJF on Barstool earlier, and he's like, "You give me water in the green room. What am I fucking poor?"
Yeah, yeah. That's how I felt. North Carolina's all right. You guys got the Panthers, but yay, I deserve to be in L.A., New York City, Chicago, not North Carolina.
Yeah, you deserve to be like contracted somewhere and not coming
Well,
to little.
it's a good friend of mine just signed. A guy I grew up when my first ever bump, Daniel Garcia. He's from my gym, and a lot of people would beg to just get signed, and I agree with them. I don't want to just get signed to get signed. You know what I mean? I'm 20. I'm 20. You know how much I can do? There's people that will get on their knees and beg NWA for $100 a month. I'm better than that. So I'm better. I'm better than that, and I know it. I'm better than begging for an opportunity in Universal Studios to get murdered in a minute. I'm better than that. So
And I think that's the name of the game is just knowing your worth and knowing what you're better than, and with you being better than most, I've seen your matches, and I
look at my last name. What do you expect? What do you expect? My last name is Backlund. This is a layup. This is easy. I mean, you learn to walk, you learn to speak, and I learned to wrestle and put on a chicken wing. This is easy stuff to me.
I'm not getting in a ring with you. That's for sure. I mean, obviously, I don't wrestle and I can't wrestle, but I'm not messing with you. It's just simple as that.
Yeah, it'd be better than most of the people, though. Jesus.
It's so funny too because I've heard stories, of like so a fan will say like in the intermission they'll say like, "Oh, I'll whoop your ass" or something like that, and I've heard wrestlers say, "Well, you're probably better than some of the other workers in there."
Yeah, I've gotten into it with many fans at that North Carolina show. A family chased me out, but like, there's not a fan in the world I can beat the shit out of. There's not a fan I fear. But when I've seen some of the other guys backstage, oh, the fans could take them. There's some guys that they know their worth.
And that's what I love to hear is wrestlers knowing their worth because it's just like it seems like it's so like I've got to get signed, I've got to get signed, I'll do anything to get signed. And while there's nothing wrong with that, it's got to be more to it than that.
Well, I'll put it like this. That's the end goal, but you got to enjoy the journey. For me, my goal for the next few years is to create as much chaos as I can, to piss off as many snowflake crybaby people as I can. Just be despised, because that's how I feel. Wrestling fans are cool. I think they're disgusting. They don't use deodorant. They expect everything out of me. They're weird to all my female coworkers. They're in their DMs thinking they got a shot. So I got nothing for you. If anything, I go to bed well at night knowing I ruined some stupid wrestling fans' night. So that's what the next few years are for me.
I definitely look forward to that. I definitely look forward to that because at North Carolina shows, the front row probably is like one full set of teeth, just like the front row.
Oh, you can count them. Yeah, and most of the show. So most of the shows in the South. I'm from New York, so I'm used to, like, I'm not saying it's the classiest people, but like it's not the mom and pop, and it looks like the cousins married each other and they came to a wrestling show, because the thing of the old, like, territories, those people are still alive somehow, and they're talking about Ric Flair and Terry Funk. I don't care. Get me out of the South. That's how I felt for the past year. It's
In the South,
disgusting. It's hot. The air is just breathing on you. Just get.
yeah, the humidity is terrible, and then in turn, with the whole lack of deodorant thing you were talking about, it can get pretty dicey from time to time.
It's disgusting. It's disgusting. I'll be in the middle of a match and I'm like, what is that smell? And it's some 300-pounder in a Becky Lynch t-shirt in the front row.
I want to tell you you're wrong, but I can't. I can't contemplate.
I know I'm right. I know I'm right. I've lived it.
The South, they're so hardcore about their wrestling too, and they're like, oh, back in my day, the NWA, this.
It's yeah. We're up north. I just have to deal with alcoholics, which yay, but at least it's not the he's working that headlock. Like, Jesus.
And so I did hear a little bit after the fact about some family in the parking lot just like talking straight like shit to you and you guys.
Yeah. So middle of my match, a grandma tried coming after me, and I told, I'll beat your fat ass. Like, I told her, said, sit your fat ass down and your ugly ass daughter too. And they tried to fight me over it, and I welcomed it because, equal rights and lefts. That's how it is. So, and it's funny that her husband wasn't saying a word because he knew. Don't speak. He sat there on his chain because I would have ended a bloodline right there. Just ended it.
Want none of that Backlund smoke. He didn't want none of that Backlund
Oh,
smoke.
no, nobody does. Nobody does. That's why, you ever hear anyone call me out? Nah, nobody wants a part of it.
While we're on the subject, is there a town that you've wrestled in where, like, if you get booked there, you say, oh, Jesus Christ, not this place?
I wouldn't say that just because I start shit and chaos all around. I wouldn't know if there's an exact town. I had to live in Georgia for a year. I didn't like Georgia. I wrestled in Jasper, whatever that place is, and I just, oh my God. Oh my God. I got in the ring. I was like, I should be in college. This is disgusting. It was horrible.
I'm pretty sure most of the people in Georgia didn't go to college.
Oh, no. Most of them can't even read. It's disgusting.
Yeah, and that just goes back to the whole South thing we were talking about. And I think it's getting even worse now that, AEW they are legitimate competition to WWE. And I see it on Twitter, about the ratings and stuff. And and I'll admit I'm a AEW stan. I love it. I love everything that they're doing. And then I see these WWE guys, and they're like, "Oh, you wouldn't have talked shit to Stone Cold Steve, or MJF wouldn't have talked shit to Stone Cold Steve Austin back in the day." And I'm over here thinking, Hayden Backlund would have smacked fucking Stone Cold right off the
Yeah,
shoulders.
what do I got to lose? What? We're going to go wrestle? I'll beat your ass. I hope we get in the ring. No, there's a lot of, I started wrestling. My 18th birthday was the first time I ever got in a ring. At Grapplers Anonymous with Mikey Every Night was my original trainer. The day I stepped through the ropes, I stopped being a fan. There's a lot of wrestlers aren't like that anymore. They're still fans. They're still, oh my God, Sting just walked by. I don't give a damn about Sting. I want Sting's job. So there's so many social justice warriors and fans, and we're going to make this a better place. I hope wrestling is so much worse than I found it. I really do. I don't give a damn. I hope I take every dollar. I hope I'm in the category of Hulk Hogan, where when I retire, I have millions of dollars and all my coworkers just talk mad shit. That's how I want to be. So that's how I feel about the little war. Both of them, screw off. Don't care. You're in my playground. Get off. Get off the swing set. It's my turn.
Because I mean, at the end of the day, you could smack, the life out of uh, MJF, or you could smack the life out of Roman Reigns.
But this is a good point of like a lot of indie wrestlers and people I've been around would, yeah, I'd do that. The reason I won't is you're gonna have to pay me. So many like I'm a hot commodity. Like if I get in the ring with Roman, oh, I'm sending my kids to school off of that. Like if me and MJF are going down, my mom's getting a new car. This isn't like this. I consider it this. I'm a professional fighter more than I am a pro wrestler. Conor McGregor doesn't just show up every single week. You give me something, give me a microphone, give me something to bite my teeth into and pay me properly, then you will get the next biggest thing in pro wrestling, which is Hayden Backlund. And everyone wants to deny it. And then they see me and they go, holy shit, we need to go back to training, don't we?
It makes me think of the gif of Homer Simpson backing into the bush because they're like, "Man, Hayden ain't shit," and then they see you in the ring and they're like,
There's not a singular thing I can do. I was a state level amateur wrestler. My mom is a gymnast. I can do everything. Flips, easy. He splits. I'll choke a guy out, knock a guy out, do a 450 on. I'll do a 450 on land and spit in your face. It's easy. It's just so easy for me. It's just so many people want to do the cool moves. I just use my brain. I don't want to give anyone a good match. I want to give you 30 seconds. I win, and I'm out. Pay me, and I'm on to the next town. I don't need to shake hands. I don't need to sell merchandise. You want my merchandise? Go buy it. I don't have to talk to you. It's a pandemic. I don't want to speak to you.
So it sounds to me like you just want to beat people in 30 seconds, insult a bunch of people, and get paid to do it all.
That's my dream. Is that if I had a dream. That's mine. That's my dream. And I'm living it. Because it's weird when I go back into the real world of dealing with people and they just act like some people think this is a gimmick. My fucking ex-girlfriend ran off. I can't do it anymore. Good. I'm above it. It's to run off with some ugly ass dude now. If my friends and family are lucky if I give them an autograph. And that's what I say. And that's how I truthfully feel about myself and my stock in the business. I am so close to levels that no one's ever seen. Sponsorships. And I just give me a microphone. Just give me a microphone. Because there's people that do all the moves. They're gone within 5 years. They're gone. How'd Ricochet do? He's doing flips? Yeah. He's doing flips.
But the WWE isn't using him properly. That's what I hear all the time.
I don't give a damn who's using who. At the end of the day, we're all using each other. I don't need it. I'll sit in catering and collect a check. I don't give a damn. It's just a matter of I'm going to break wrestling. I'm going to. Whatever I can do to piss people off and make them uncomfortable, I'm going to do. Because I'm telling you, I'm not a political guy whatsoever. I'm the party of Hayden Backlund. When I win my first title, I'm holding it in front of Trump Towers to piss everybody off. That's all it comes down to. Just start shit and they'll pay me. That's what it is.
And see, you're kind of speaking my language now because I've got 1,900 followers on Twitter. I'd probably have 5,000 if I didn't troll so damn much. And
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't matter if you're left, right, in the sports car world, if you collect or if you buy cars to flip them for a profit. I'm
I'm a
trolling you
big
either
sports
way.
car guy, by the way. I'm a big one.
Yes, yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
I
and
just finished my Tops series. I just got it all of Tops, the base set. I've bought them all year. So
I wasted a lot of money on Top Series 1 and 2, man. I
I did.
really did.
I did too. I got some decent pulls, but different story. Different story.
But yeah, that's the way I am. Like, I don't care if you're Republican, Democrat, or if you collect sport cards, if you flip them for money. I'm trolling you either way. If the urge hits, I'm doing it.
It's like I can truthfully say I've never said a lie in my life. I'll tell you how it is, and that's just how I do. It's not trolling for me. I'll tell you. I'll tell you. You know, talked to my ex-girlfriend last week. Said, "Hey, you got fat." I'll tell you. There's no reason. I'm going to lie to protect you. And that's how I feel in wrestling too. You got 30 dudes my age dying in Universal, getting murdered. I threw down with Miro. I understood. Okay, this is where we gotta go. This is where I'm supposed to sit there and collect dust and get 0-1, 0-2, 0-3. Nah, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna start tapping people out, and from the top row, calling you a bitch while you can't. So that's how we are right now,
And the whole Miro thing, how's that pickup line not working?
dude. What? Like, right? Okay, this is the story. So this is the insider scoop of Hayden Backlund. So dated a girl for 3.5 years. Oh, everything's great. Blah blah blah. All the love stuff. Girl ends up cheating on me. Me. I'm like the best thing ever. How could you? Like, does she not know? Like, honestly, it's like, oh, here's your lottery ticket, and she just ripped it. Like, you can't be that dumb. So
It's a
here's
winning
me.
lottery ticket too.
Oh, it's winning. Oh, girl just threw away a mansion for a dude that looks like he eats paint chips. I saw the guy. He looks like he got dropped 4 times clean when he was a baby. He's rough. He's rough. I want to say something, but I'm really swinging down. Whatever. And I'm like, okay, Ric Flair, woo, I got this. Girls don't care about wrestling. I asked a girl, I got on Tinder. I'm like, hey, man, I'd post some photos of me looking good in my gear. I slide up, go, hey, do you smell what The Rock is cooking? Didn't even get a response. Hey, what am I doing? Like, what? It's supposed to be a layup. Don't they know who I am?
It's tragic, man. And
Like, I almost put Miro on his ass one time. I hit him with a drop kick. I should have him lining up in my door for that.
and just the fact that you were in the ring with Miro, whether you broke his neck in half or whether he broke your neck in half, that's clout.
Oh, I got clout. I'll be okay. I'll be okay. I know it. It's just, my God. These girls, it's scary out there, man. It's scary out there. I'm a 20-year-old. All these girls are pouring back beers like Stone Cold in '98. Ooh, it's rough out here. I'm a nice, classy guy. I grew up during the era of punk, so I don't drink and smoke. I'm above it. I'm above it. These, these ladies, all I'm going to say, and then we'll drop it. Please, God, never give me a daughter. That's all I'm saying. Never give me a daughter. I'll get on my knees every night. I'll go to church. Just never give me a daughter, because these girls belong to the streets.
Just think about the ones down south, man.
That's the annoying thing, because I didn't even get to see the girls down south because I was a good boyfriend. I saw these blondes and cowboy boots. I was ready to go 60 minutes like Flair Steamboat with them, and I get nothing. I get no respect.
And talking about girls lining up at your door, I mean, your last name's not exactly. I mean, if we're gonna break it out, your last name's not exactly a Smith or a Johnson.
I'm not some random schnook that's trying to get in your DMs. You should be knocking on my door with gifts, hoping I answer. It's just what has come of this world. They just don't understand. They just don't understand, and that's the thing. You know, I will make them. I will make them.
And
Tough.
and one day the girl that you messaged, she's gonna be like in a bar, and wrestling's gonna be so popular they have it on in a bar, and she's gonna see you, and she's just gonna be like,
I'm above it. I'm above it. They belong to the streets. It's tough. It's tough being a 20-year-old, being the best thing that's ever happened to pro wrestling. It's so young. Being on AW 5 or 6 times, traveling across this country, pissing people off, and I'm supposed to go, "Hi, what's your favorite color?" Oh my god.
"Can I get you a White Claw?"
Yeah. Oh my god. What? They're Joy Janela? Yeah. Take your White Claw and get the hell out of here. My favorite thing though, and you probably can relate this because I'm so young. Most hysterical thing. Like I said, I don't drink, but the funny thing is, I would get to watch all the people I grew up with start to drink, and now they're the size of fridges. Like they look like just William Perry in his prime, just units. So I get to hit the gym and travel and get paid and flown around the country to wrestle and collect wins and championships and followers. And all the people I used to play sports with and talk to, I'm just like, oh my God. You look like you ate yourself, bro.
We got a comment from somebody.
Sammy. I know that guy.
We'll say what's up to him. Your last name is like synonymous with the only person who's ever, moved the Persian clubs around correctly in a ring with Iron Sheik. So I mean, I don't get it, man. There's got to be some respect on it.
It was weird because I saw a photo and it was about 40 years difference. It was Bob in the accolade against Iron Sheik, and then it was me and Miro, and I was like, Jesus, that was weird.
How'd that make you feel?
It made me feel I chose the right thing because, like I said, very easily I could be in college, be in criminal justice, a lawyer, whatever I want to do, I do. That's not the question, but it just made me know, like, okay, sooner or later, we're gonna pop off it because this is what's meant to be.
I think Jared understands.
Jared. These are all people I went to high school with, just hopping in and screaming.
Oh, are they trying to get some?
They want some clout off of me. Of course they do. I'm the best thing to come from. I'm from Grand Island. It's in between Niagara Falls and Buffalo. And within the next 15 years, everyone on that stupid island knows I'm getting a statue. So everyone wants to be all nice and, oh, hi, Hayden. How you doing? And it's just, get away. They're leeches. They're leeches off of my success because I got off my ass, and made something of myself.
And they hate it.
And they hate it. They're haters. It's like my fat ex-girlfriend. I don't know. I'm just
And it's so funny because talking about haters, I always like growing up when I was in high school, like I was so worried about who didn't like me and who liked me and all that. And then I saw the Cat Williams stand up years ago, and he's talking about haters. And I was like, man, I gotta get me some of them.
Oh, I collected them like they were trophies in high school and in wrestling. This is easy. It's so easy because everyone wants to do the right thing and fall into line and make friends and make memories. And I'm not. I'm here to create a legacy and collect checks, and it's that simple. And if it hurts your feelings, get the hell out of the way.
The Backlund statue in the middle of town hall.
100%. Oh, I have political aspirations. Not a political guy, like I said, but I will be the mayor of my town. Easy. So I'll put that up. Vote for Backlund because that's a whole new state. I'm going to fix pro wrestling, and that's my standpoint. And once I'm done with pro wrestling, just like my trainer Cody, I will go into politics. And that's the first business of order. Statue of me with all my world titles goes right in front of town hall. And
It'll be
every day, all the people that tried to leech off of me can walk up and kiss it like it's Buddha and kiss my feet.
and at the bottom it'll say your mayor, the gold collector, Hayden Backlund.
100%. 100%. I will take this place over because then it'll go local, then state, then hell, I may even run for president like Uncle Bob did. We'll see.
And you could take like in your hometown once you get your statue, you could find like this like really like run down like shit house or something,
It'll
and you
probably
can
be where my
renovate it.
ex-girlfriend's living. That'll probably be her house. Yeah, I'll
You
buy
can
it
take
out.
your ex,
I'll buy it
you can
out at
take
the border.
yeah, yeah, and take your ex girlfriend's house, evict her, kick her out,
Mhm.
and then redo it and have all your, your belts
Yeah,
displayed in that house.
I'll make it the Hall of Fame for me. People will come from all around the world to walk through. Maybe I'll do like what Kanye did, and I'll just put up my childhood home. I'll just build it and I'll go on tour and what my house looks like now. I'll be singing Donda and shit.
And charge people like $1,000 just to like
100%.
walk in the door,
100%. All day. Yeah,
and
and
then
make
they're
as
gonna be
much
like,
money as I can.
and then they'll be like, oh my god, maybe if we pay $1,000, maybe Hayden will be here.
Never. I'm collecting all your money and laughing. I'm robbing you blind. That's how most of my wrestling matches go. Think you're getting a good one. I beat the guy in under a minute and say, ha ha. That's how it goes. I'll rob you blind.
Throw up the deuces and then walk out.
And I say, bye.
Is there somebody? Is there like somebody like in the indies that you like you want to wrestle? Like you just want to be like, man, I'm about to show you what's going down.
So it's a tough, like, there's one. Because I think I know I can beat him. In my home gym, I went from grapplers to Nightmare Factory. Nightmare Factory is good. The showcase, kind of AW made a bunch of friends. I did all that, wrestled, all the fun stuff. Now I'm coming back because I went down there originally because COVID shut down New York State. And I went down south because, you guys aren't insane and learned to live with things. So I got to keep wrestling. And now it's back open. And it's slowly starting to go. And I just find it funny when the rumors go through Buffalo that Hayden Backlund's coming to town. Now Daniel Garcia decides to sign the dotted line. You call it what you want. I think it's a little suspicious. He holds all the belts in Buffalo, and he saw. So if anybody, I'll say it, at Daddy Yab Productions, are both of us our home gym, I will beat him. I know I can. 100% I know I can. Reason being, you got to slow down. I'm fresh. I can strategize. I can wait. It's going to catch up with him. You're telling me you believe you can go Sabin, Richards, Suzuki, Punk, and think you're ending on Backlund? And think that's the easiest one? Nah. I'll time it. Because I grew up watching the Buffalo Brothers. Kevin Bennett, Kevin Blackwood, Puff, Daniel Garcia. Now they're gone. It's my time, my generation. And I would love to be the person to go, now get to Daniel Garcia and kick him out of my town. Kick him out of my city. Because it's mine now. Go travel with your little 2.0 buddies. Go do your little AEW where you're going to wear your towel and throw on your little hammerlock and everything. Go. I will be the new king. I will take that crown off you and break it in front of you and kick you right out the door. So if anybody, it's Garcia because I know I will see him again. If it's downtown, if it's at the grocery store, I will run across Daniel Garcia and it's on site.
Are we
So
talking? Are we talking Stone Cold Booker T in the middle of the grocery store?
if it has to be, because how could I not? That guy is everything I want, and he's earned it. 100%. No one works harder than that guy. The cardio on him, Jesus Christ. I've been in the gym with him once, and all right, get you next time. He's incredible. He's earned everything. But the opportunities that he got, I'm going to take. So that's where we stand. And when it comes to his little friends, Blackwood, Puff, Bennett, they know where to find me. You know what I mean? The little sidekicks, they can catch a fade any day because I will walk through them all to Daniel.
And I mean, he's like you said, he's already kind of dodging you. It seems like
It just, he's had offers for a year. WWE wanted him. Maybe New Japan wanted him. AW wanted him. And the second it goes, Backlund's coming back to town. Whoa. He grabbed his bags and hopped right on the flight because he knew. He knew. He
I
knew
mean,
what everyone in Georgia knew. That's why they tried to hold me down. That's what I'm not good enough. I walk across wrestling, all natural, no drugs, no alcohol, no steroids. Yeah, I said it. The word. Ooh, steroids, and I'm better. I'm better. I don't need it. I don't need supplements to make you tap out. What? I'm not taking enough protein powder to kick your head off. I'll drink an Arnold Palmer and eat some goldfish and beat you in under 5 minutes. It's not that hard. I'm that damn good.
and speaking of eating goldfish, I think I seen you guys eat Skittles mid match because it was just so easy and effortless for you.
Oh, yeah, no, TSF. I'll let him eat all day. It's easy. Luther showed us why it wasn't. Luther's a good dude, but another guy, he got lucky. He got lucky that night. He got lucky. He caught me on a, I was zoning out watching TSF, and it happens. No one goes undefeated. I'm not Goldberg. All right, I get it. But
Goldberg was boring as hell. I'm glad you're not Goldberg.
oh Jesus Christ, that dude, he's older than my actual father. Go.
In WWE, man, they're still milking that teat for everything they
Hey,
can.
you know what? For what it's worth, as annoying and as bad as it is, I'm not saying I wouldn't watch a Sparing Jackhammer. That's all I'm saying. We'll drop it. I'm just saying sometimes the greatest hits still work.
Yeah, yeah, and I think maybe Luther was kind of pumped up and built up because earlier that day when y'all were in Burlington, he tweeted about being a block away from a place called Cum Park Plaza.
Yeah,
That's still
when I saw that, I should have just turned around. What the hell is that?
yeah, that sign is like 9 minutes from my house, of course, because I go to Lucha Dome, but it's been on like Comedy Central, it's been on Tosh Point oh, and that's what my town is known for, being the town with a sign that's Cum Park and it's spelled CUN.
That's what. Are you proud of that? You proud of that?
No,
Yeah, I
no, and
wouldn't be either.
I wanted to be known for because people like Hayden Backlund came here at one point
Yeah.
and basically beat people in the parking lot and had to get escorted out because it was so bad.
Those people, that fat old lady and her incest-ridden daughter, they have no clue how lucky they are because it wasn't my bodyguard, it was theirs. Austin Green saved their ass that night. The bodyguard. He got in between because I swear to God, I would have looked like prime Tyson. I would have dropped him. Would have
Six
dropped him.
6 second knockout.
Easy. No, not even. It would have looked like Tyson Holmes. It would have been personal. It would have been personal.
The one of the ladies that you're referring to, she brings a pocketbook, but it's not a pocketbook. It's a little ABC store inside of that. And right before the shows get started, she's getting in there and she's warming up, and then halfway through the show, she is in there.
Oh,
And
no, she was shit-faced. It was shit-faced. I could smell her. It was deodorant, obesity, and alcohol. That's what it smelled. You got air fresheners? Like, Jesus Christ. If you're
I
going to be
think
that ugly, you got to sit in the back row. You got it. That has to be a rule. When I take over wrestling, because I'm telling you, Backlund's going to make wrestling great again. When I take it over, if you're fat and ugly, you can't sit in the front row. I'm sorry. We're trying to sell this to a bigger audience, and we got some 400-pounder that's taking up 3 seats and eating nachos, cat calling the women. Get.
Yeah, 'cause whatever, if you are missing teeth and you smell bad, you're 400 pounds and you're sitting on the front row, you're asking for things to get said to you that you're probably not gonna like.
It's disgusting. The biggest fight of the night is the screws on the chairs they're sitting in. You know what I mean? It's disgusting. There has to be a weight limit on these tickets. There has to, especially. Also, I'm not saying I was lied to, but you hear the stories. You hear of Flair hitting the town and all the ladies. I've never seen a good-looking lady at a wrestling show in my life. It's horrible. It's horrible. I'm looking, I'm like, you got 3 teeth and 4 ex-husbands. What the hell are you doing here? I got a 45-year-old that smells like cigarettes and looks like she just came from a NASCAR event trying to get in my pants. Get.
Yeah, I mean, I, I think you summed up North Carolina pretty well. I don't know about other states, but man, you hit North Carolina right on the head. There, you go to a wrestling show and there it is.
Everything in the South just reminded me of Talladega Nights. That's all it was. There's Ricky Bobby. That was every single person I met in the South, and I'm dumbfounded. So I'm used to the North, where like you got your Tims, your Snow. You watch what you say to people. You look a certain way. Not this like, oh, how we doing today? Like, get the. It's just not fun.
And along those lines, I think on one of the Wrestle House episodes, when
Wrestle House, that thing. Oh God.
I'm pretty sure you guys were in the sheets here, and the camera pans to you, and you're just like your eyes roll back in your head, and you're just like, I hate the fucking South, and then you walk away.
Yeah, I do. I do. It's disgusting. My thing is like I said, I am not political, but I see why they lost. All right, I see why I'm undefeated and you guys aren't. Never lost a war in my life. So it's just, oh my goodness, you guys are behind 40 years down there. Like, I'll put it like this: you want to know why it's called a toothbrush? Because if it was invented in the South, if it was invented in the North, it'd be called a teeth brush. All right? It's horrible, disgusting.
The goal, I heard a joke one time. It's like, what do you call the front row of the Garth Brooks concert? A full set of teeth.
Yeah. Ew. And don't even get me started on the music. My God. My God.
Well, no,
Oh, my girlfriend left me. Oh, my dog ran away. Oh, that's a sexy tractor. Jesus.
yeah, and so I'm guessing you're a huge fan of country music. It sounds
I
like.
mean, I got a few songs. Wagon Wheel. Oh, that song Wagon Wheel. I'll give you that. And like outside of that, I'm like, no, it's pretty shit. Also, there's another good one. I think it's Luke Combs. When it rains, it pours. That's how I feel lately. That's how I feel, because my missus left and I'm all so sad. And then I just kept winning, just like that song. I got a full ticket. I won $2 on a lottery ticket. Girl broke my heart and I won. All I'm saying, my luck is turning around.
We'll put those 2 songs on loop inside of your museum,
Oh, for sure.
and then we'll get Wagon Wheel to be your entrance.
So it's tough because I gotta find an entrance because like my gear is very patriotic and I just know, wrestling is very outspoken and yay everybody. So I'll just be the guy that says fuck everybody and I'll wear the American flag. And it's weird because in the 80s it's a baby face thing. Now I'm a heel for being patriotic.
I mean, yeah, that's an extremely valid point. And I think people need to understand that.
You know what I'm saying? So like, what? I love my country. I think we can fix things. My bad. So I've been coming out to living in America. like the Rocky music. I've been living in America and winning within a minute and leaving. But maybe we'll stick with that. We'll find something
I think that's appropriate, and as long as you're, you know, insulting people and upsetting people, why not work with it? Because
all day.
and I'm gonna, I'll share this after, it's ended, and I'll take some clips from it and post it, and what would you do, or what would you say if somebody's like, "Oh my God, I am not going to see that guy wrestle."
Gotcha. You took the bait. I don't want to see you. I don't care. I'll wrestle. Pandemic was incredible. I didn't have to do with fans. Good. Good. And the thing is like, so I forget his name. So some figure said this, but I have the silent majority. I got the silent majority. For every boo you hear, there's someone in their head knows I'm right. Because as much as these people want to say I'm wrong and hate me and go, oh, he's the worst, and oh, he doesn't work hard enough, and he got here because of his last name, and oh, I'm doing better, they know I'm winning. So I got the silent majority. See, you're a part of the silent majority. You knew, give this kid a mic. All the
As soon as
Buffalo
I saw
they
that
know.
post, you know what I did? As soon as I saw your post, I had, yo, we can go live right now, typed out. I had like 13% on my phone. And that's what I used to do these videos with. And I was like, no shit, let me go charge this. And so I charged it, hit it with a warp charge, got it to about 40% in like 10 minutes. And then I was like, man, whatever you got to say, let's say it.
And
You
I've
know?
said it. I've said it. At the end of the day, it comes down to this. I am going to cause absolute chaos on pro wrestling Twitter, in the ring, and how everyone views a pro wrestler. I'm going to do things no one's ever seen. Every chance I get to piss you off, I'm going to. And it's not a gimmick. I'm not walking around in some scarf telling someone to fuck off. This is how I feel. That's my mama. My mom knows the same thing. My mom gets the same promo every day. So it truthfully just comes down to watch. If you're a promoter and you want to be a part of the boom, invite me, because I'll change everything in your little town, take your belt and say bye, and leave everyone pissed off in the way. So that's what I
And
have
if,
to say.
if
I'm untouchable.
And if you come into a town, take a belt, and then bounce, you know how many wrestlers you're going to piss off in the process of that?
Oh, what? What? They gonna go on Twitter? Are they gonna say Hayden is not professional? Get the fuck out of here. I don't give a damn about you. Go home to your fat wife.
And it's so
I will take. I'm going to collect as many belts as I can. Go in front of the White House. Go in front of Trump Tower, and just show I'm the king of this shit. I'm the king. I'm America's champ. I'm America's champ. I represent the people that are not being represented. And it's not some cliche, oh, I'm the voice of the voiceless, and then I run away and leave my fans. I'm here to stay. I'm America's champ. The silent people, the people that aren't being heard, I'm gonna say everything you want to say. And I'm gonna do everything you wish you could.
and then you're going to have so many people like walking down the street, and you're like, there's the guy that said everything I've been thinking I was just too scared to say.
Exact what? This is the thing that like nobody in wrestling has except me. I get blackballed. I get fired. He's canceled. What? I'm 20 and I go to college and live happily ever after, make a great living and have a good life. Oh no, I better not say what I think. I better be quiet. What? What? Or what? No, I'm not some 35-year-old failed wrestler that took steroids and now has droopy titties, has a horrible spray tan and thinks this is WCW in 1992. I'm not. I can afford to give this business everything I have and then tell it to kiss my ass. And that's what I'm going to do. Because nobody else can. No one else can touch me. No one else can just walk away and say, you want to know what? I'm not doing that. I'm not showing up. I'm winning. And that's what I do. I win.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm so glad I was like, bro, let's go live because I think this has worked out for everybody. I think it has, and I'll take a clip or two that I think is, you know, the worst of the worst, and I'll put it to social media. And hopefully, you'll get some people to DM you and be like, "Bro, I hate you, and I hope you never come to my town."
Oh, yeah. It's like like I said, enjoy the show. And as you enjoy the show, realize a lot of people are going to be paying to watch.
And that's that. That's just it. And like even the people that can't, compartmentalize and separate, and they're like, "Oh, I hate so and so. He's so terrible, but I'm gonna go pay money to watch the show that he's on."
Oh,
And
people are going to pay so much money to shut me up. It's incredible. I'm going to put my grandkids through college off of wrestling fans' tears.
I think we could get that on a bumper sticker or something like that.
My
Like,
kids are going through college off of your tears. And that's incredible to me. And I could live happily ever after with the thought of I made you cry and made a lot of money off of it.
it sounds like a win-win for the Backlund. That's what it sounds like to me.
The Backlunds are back, baby. The Backlunds are back.
Now I'm gonna be thinking about is I'm putting my kids through college from wrestling fan tears. Oh man. All right, man. Is there anything else you want to say before we wrap this up? Is there anything else you just want to get out there and drive home? Because
I will say,
I'm already like, damn, I got to see this dude like in person. And
mm-hmm.
like,
I always got something to say, but what I'll say in parting words is if you're lucky enough, come see me in a town near you. I'll be around. I'm traveling all around the Northeast, just making a living, being the best. And it's honestly pretty simple. It's pretty easy. So if you see me, be lucky enough to come buy a ticket.
where are you gonna be at coming up?
I got in Buffalo. I believe it was supposed to be October 30th, but it got moved to November. I'm at Grapplers Anonymous Daddy Yeah Productions. So I'll be on that and steal the show like always and blah, blah, blah. And then I'll be around the Northeast. I got to get a bunch of bookings, which is easy. It's just, I don't know if I feel like dealing with people. Like, oh, do I want to go shake this guy's hand? Oh,
Do I want to pretend like I care even a little?
thank you, sir. Fuck out of here.
Well, man, I am so glad we did this, and we'll absolutely do it again. If you ever get the itch, just man say, "Hey, let's make it
Oh,
happen,"
I'll let you know. I'll let you
and
know.
we'll make it happen. And then hopefully, I can catch you guys back at the Lucha Dome sometime. I don't know
You
if
can
you,
catch TSF. You can. That's all them. I'm too good for that place. You know, you're gonna have to come see me. I'm not coming to see you.
I can live with that. I can live with that. I can maybe, uh, you know, take my poor self and scrounge up, some money to come
Good.
see. You know,
Good.
I think we'll make it happen.
All right.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate it, and we had quite a few viewers in here, some commenters. I definitely appreciate that. If you're not following Hayden Backlund on Twitter, then you're probably not gonna want to start following him because it's probably gonna start getting pretty shitty. All right, have a good night, everybody.
Have a go on.